Hey church, just want to give you a quick update. Hopefully you will find this news very exciting. I know a lot of people have been asking. So here it is. We will resume our in-person worship services starting on June 7th. That means this coming Sunday and the next Sunday we will still be fully online. But the following Sunday, that is June 7th, that is when we will once again begin offering in-person worship services. So we are coming back together, but at first, probably for the next several weeks, things are going to look very different. For starters, we will not have Sunday school and we will not have children's church. That means your entire family, including your young children, they will be with you in the worship service. We usually have you in and out in less than an hour. We try to be very respectful of your time. But we know with young children, for parents, it's very difficult. It's very stressful to have them with you in the service, to keep them focused and for you to stay focused. So we are working hard to reduce our service times to 45 minutes or less. Also, when we come back, we will start by offering 2 worship service times, a 9:30 service and an 11 o'clock service. Please know, our facilities will be thoroughly cleaned and sanitized before, in between, and after the services. Now, this is very important. This is what we are asking of you. If you have a last name that starts with the letter A through the letter M, come to the 9:30 service. If you have a last name that starts with the letter N through the letter Z, come to the 11 o'clock service. Now, we understand there might be some situations where that just doesn't work, and that's fine. We're not going to be checking your IDs at the door and turning you away if you have the wrong last name. But we do ask, if you can cooperate, please do. Our goal is very simply to spread out, to maintain social distancing. So we're asking you to do this with your best interest in mind. On a typical Sunday, when you come to Crossroads, there are several entry points and several exit points. On June 7th going forward, there's going to be one entrance that is open, and that is our front entrance. Usually there are several restrooms to choose from. We have a restroom on every level. June 7th going forward, there's going to be one boys' bathroom and one girls' bathroom open for emergency use only. On a typical Sunday, you walk up to the front porch, there's a greeting team. You know us, we're shaking hands, we're hugging, we're high-fiving, we're doing all of those things. We are going to ask that you refrain from hugging, that you refrain from shaking hands, that you refrain from any physical contact. And we know that is going to be very difficult to do. We know that we're asking a lot, especially in a tight-knit church family like ours. But we want to do the best we can to slow down, to stop, to eliminate the spread of germs. That is also why we will not be handing out bulletins. There will be no physical bulletin for several weeks. We will still have an electronic bulletin that you can access through the church app. So what is a typical Sunday going to look like June 7th going forward? Let me give you a little glimpse into the future. You pull into the church parking lot, you walk up to the front porch. There are going to be ushers out front waiting for you and your family. An usher is going to take you and escort you into the building. As soon as you get through the door, there is going to be a station. On that station, there will be some hand sanitizer. We're asking that every person thoroughly sanitizes their hands before they come into the sanctuary. Make sure you get good and clean. There will also be masks available for you. We're not requiring anyone to wear a mask, but if it would make you feel more comfortable, you can grab one of those. The usher is going to walk you into the sanctuary. They are going to seat you and your immediate family. They're going to skip a pew. They're going to seat another family. They're going to skip a pew. They're going to seat another family. What does that mean? That means you probably will not be sitting where you normally sit. You might get out of your comfort zone just a little bit. Some of you back row sitters, and you know who you are. I don't know. God might put you on the front row. Some of you front row sitters, I don't know. You might end up on the back row. So please be flexible. Please work with us on this. Again, we're doing everything that we're doing with your best interest in mind. Typically, I'll say the closing prayer and we'll dismiss, and it's kind of chaos. You know, there's a lot of traffic, there's a lot of congestion. People are talking on the front porch, people are talking in their pews. In an effort to eliminate some of that congestion, June 7th going forward, I'm going to say the closing prayer. I'm going to say amen. The praise team is going to come up. They're going to play a song, and the ushers are going to dismiss you by section. So please remain seated until your section is dismissed. On your way out, you can give your tithes and your offering. There will be an usher at the door holding an offering plate. We're not going to pass the plate. Again, we want to eliminate the spread of germs as much as we possibly can. So 2 things I want to say. The first thing is this. I know there's a lot of different opinions. There's some people who think we should have never stopped having services. They think we lack faith because we canceled in-person services for a few weeks. And then there's some people who are really concerned and they think we shouldn't have services for like the next several months, okay? Regardless of where you fall on that spectrum, here's what I want you to know. The last thing I want is for any person to feel obligated or pressured to come to church considering the circumstances. So if you are elderly, if you are at higher risk, or if you just feel uncomfortable getting out as early as June 7th, then please, by all means, stay home. The only difference, on June 7th, we will not, I repeat, we will not be airing our service on Channel 3. However, we will still be streaming to Facebook, to the church app, and to the church website, so you can be a part of what God is doing at Crossroads from your living room. So if you feel uncomfortable, stay home. The other thing I want to say is this. If you are sick, if you are experiencing any flu or cold-like symptoms, even if you have a running nose, please stay home. Just watch the service online. It's better to be safe than sorry. It's not that I don't want you here. What I don't want is for you to come and for you to pass those symptoms on to somebody else. So if you're uncomfortable, stay home. If you're not feeling well, please stay home. As you can see, we are working hard. We're trying to take all the precautions that we can. I've said it several times, but I'll say it again. The health and the safety of our members and attenders is one of our top priorities. So we're going to come back and things are going to look very, very different with all these precautions, but we are excited to take this first step to getting back toward our normal church schedule. Hopefully, I'll see a lot of you on June 7th. That's all I have for you. Stay safe and have a great week.